Why love again after so much of a gap?
I felt like I needed to do something fun and light and get back to the roots. Sometimes, everybody needs to get back to their roots. And what people have loved about my work is my love stories. They just remember them. Like Two States is still remembered. It came
Five
out
Point
in
Someone.
Five
Yeah.
Point Someone also had a love story, The Professor's Daughter. People
Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah.
2009 Two States came out. 2004 Five Point Someone came out. Even books like Half Girlfriend did extremely well. And people felt that I handle romance really well. And बस love stories में यही होता है कि it's a boy meets girl, so you have to give a fresh take. I was not getting a fresh take and I was not getting that inspiration, and I said, okay, let me take a break. I did a few murder mysteries, I did a motivation book, 11 Rules for Life, but then this story came to me, and I felt if I do a love story, it has to be a very challenging love situation, almost like morally gray. See, all this right and wrong is separate, but for a writer it's really challenging to do a story and execute it well. Whereas there's a 33-year-old divorced guy, 21-year-old girl who's never had a boyfriend, immediately red flags come up कि ये क्या हो रहा है. And for me it was fascinating that can I execute this properly, and how can I make it different. So 2009 में Two States came, boy girl, different communities, they like each other. Parents convince nahi ho rahe. Parents are not sure, right? So we have to convince the parents. That's the plot. In 2025, society is different. Today, couple only is not sure. I am only not sure. We are only not convinced that if we should be together. I thought, wow, that's really fascinating. Parents to baad mein aate, that external enemy comes later. And today we are living in that world because this word called situationships wasn't there in 2009. It's there now. What does situationship mean? It means like a complicated, confused relationship. So I felt that will make a fascinating story where it's morally gray whether they should even be together or not.
जैसे हम 5 Point Someone की बात करते हैं, by the way that was my first book that
Okay.
I read ever. मतलब
Okay.
पहली बुक मोस्टली मेरे को लगता है इंडिया में ज्यादातर सबकी 5 Point Someone
अरे
होती
thank
है.
you.
Yeah. मेरी भी वही
You're
थी.
from IIT Delhi as well,
Yeah.
so yes.
So, but 5 Point Someone was inspired by your own story, right?
Yes.
Two States inspired by your own story. यहाँ पे किसकी
They are
inspiration
all
है?
inspired by my own story.
What about this?
I'm just become good at hiding them, but they're all inspired by my stories. To be very frank with you, if a book is connecting with like lakhs and lakhs of people and it's remembered for years, then an author has to give a piece of himself or herself to the readers.
So there is a piece of you in
Of
it.
course. देखिए इतनी love stories आती हैं. There's like hundreds of Mills and Boone coming every year. Nobody remembers them. This is going to stay with you. You are not going to forget this story. And you connected with it. And that's because and that's the skill जो 20 साल writing के बाद आ जाता है. I can make fictional characters and they have elements of me which are not known कि कैसे, but it is there. It is me. So definitely it is, when I say my messed up love story, it's not really sure whether it's Saket ki messed up love story or is it Chetan's
की messed up love story. Yeah.
And I would never reveal because then it's like asking magician ki what is
Trick
your
बताओ अपनी.
हाँ ये कैसे किया. But that's the magic. The magic comes because the emotions are real. Everything is real.
Yeah.